with the most in-depth high school football coverage in Green Country. Fox 23 presents Tulsa Tech High School Football Tonight.
Welcome to another wonderful night of high school football. He's James Tully. I'm Nathan Thompson. We're your sports anchors. Better than a real job, right?
It's a living.
That's right, it is. Week 4 of the season means it's time for district play, and those are the games that count toward the playoffs. Our game of the week tonight, a 4A3 battle. McLean at third-ranked Catoosa.
Yeah, Catoosa, a 4A powerhouse with a ground game that's amassed over 1,000 yards in the first 3 games, taking on a Cinderella hopeful in 2-0 McLean, matching their win total from a year ago when they went 2-8. They've got a stout defense, but it's a tall task to keep Catoosa out of the end zone. To see if they did it, Jeff McAdam joins us live from Catoosa. Game of the week, Jeff.
Hey, guys, you got to leave something for me. You can't talk about all the hype leading up to this game. I got to have something to say. But like you said, yes, both teams were undefeated heading into this first game, but now the real games come. District play. Let's get to the highlights. Let's not waste any time. It was homecoming night, so lots of dancing, lots of dresses, a little weird, but also some football. That's important out here. First quarter, Catoosa making their move early. Austin Potter hands off to Cole Schuler. He's going full breach with a big hit. He gets back up. Later on, Schuler gets it again. This time he finds the end zone. 7-0. Catoosa goes up. Second quarter still 7-0 still, and Catoosa. The ball intercepted by Chad Davis off a beautiful tip. He ends up with the ball. So now we got ourselves McLean on the move. And here comes the pass by Bishop Louie. It's a thing of beauty. He throws his hands up in the air sometimes, saying, hey-yo, 7-6, yo. McLean back in this one. Now, second quarter still, and Levi Browning, he likes what he's doing. He's fighting the end zone after Shulin went down early with an injury. 19-6 now. And then McLean's Chris Gibson, 31 yards right before half, 14-12. It's getting close, but now just under a minute to go. And Austin Potter knows just what to do. It's the keeper. He finds the end zone. That's all they would need. The second half wouldn't get any closer. They would roll big. 44-12 Catoosa. Now I'm joined live with the coach, Aaron Meyer, coach of Catoosa. Obviously, we caught up with you earlier tonight, so we talked about the pre-games, the things that you guys needed to do. What did you like and what did you see out of your team tonight?
I thought our defense played extremely well. You know, second half we were able to shut them down, and they're a hard team to shut out. A lot of speed. They've got a lot of weapons. You know, I thought the defensive staff had a great plan, and I think it showed in the second half.
Now, what did you guys do? Because, you know, like you said, you held them to 0 points in the second half. How did that happen?
I mean, just got focused in on what we worked on all week. You know, like I said, our defensive coaches do a great job preparing our kids. And, you know, I think after, like you said, all the hype, there's a lot of people here. It was a big game. You know, I think after the kids settled down, they just played.
And you talk a little bit about the offense tonight, too. Cole Shulin, 3 touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken. Another big night for him, another great night for the running backs. What do these guys got to do to stop you guys in the run game?
Well, those guys did a pretty good job. You know, I think both backs did go over 100 yards or somewhere, you know, something close to that. But, you know, once again, the guys up front are doing such a great job for us. You know, they loaded the box tonight. We're still able to move the ball. A couple of turnovers earlier, you know, but settled in and, you know, did what we did.
Got to be pleased. You're starting off district with a win, and that's got to be the most important thing. Congratulations, Coach, again on another win, district win tonight, and we'll see you back here probably sometime soon later on this season. But that's it for now. We'll check in with that offense and, again, the running game just a little bit later in about 20 minutes. For now, though, Nathan and James, back to you guys.
This is the first time he didn't say Tulsa Tech High School football tonight in a live shot. I like it.
Preach to it.
Joining us now, Vite magazine publisher Austin Chadwick with some expert analysis. Now, this was a pretty close game early on, but you know, Catoosa pulled away the win by 32 points. You a little surprised with the margin of victory?
Not too much. I think they did it the way that Coach Meyer wanted them to do it. I mean, they didn't start off too fast, but more than anything, they got it going when they needed to get it going. And Cole Shulin is a great running back. He showed that, really able to step up and make some good plays. Jacob Space is a good player. These guys, a little Vipe karma for them. They're going to be on the new issue, the cover of the new issue of the magazine. And the reason why is because they're good. They made it to the playoffs last year. Everybody jumped the bandwagon out there, and you can just see with the amount of people coming to games and what they want to do. They got something special going in 4A in Catoosa.
Yeah, we saw Cole Shulin had a great game tonight. Levi Browning, another guy in that backfield, another senior doing a lot of nasty work, good stuff. I just want to know if these guys can be productive against Wagner when it really comes down to it.
Yeah, that's the key. I mean, what you're going to find out is when you've really got to put the chips on the line, you got to go win a district. You got to play against Wagner, and you got to play against some really good football teams. And more than anything, though, we were trying to figure out who to put on the cover. I mean, as we talked about, Shulin and you got Levi, they're both very good players, and at the same time, they've got one of the best running attacks in Class 4A, and so they're going to be right there in the end. If they don't win their district, they're still going to be a force to be reckoned with in the playoffs.
Now, we were talking about Wagner. Let's see some highlights of Wagner. Second-ranked Bulldogs hosting number 8 Veneta in a top 10 showdown. Opening drive for the Hornets. Gabe Bertram rolls to his right, finds Zach King for the big gain all the way down to the 15. Couple of plays later, Hornets looking to score, but Kevin Peterson dragging people into the end zone there. Same drive, Peterson gets it done right here, scores on the 1-yard TD. This top 10 showdown, not a close one. Wagner wins 49-0. So, Austin, we talked about this. You got Catoosa, Wagner, all in District 4A3. Powerhouse district. Is Wagner going to run away with this, or what do you think?
Well, I think Catoosa is going to give them a run. I mean, both teams are looking very, very strong in 4A. Clinton's another team over on the west side that's very strong. But Wagner, this team made it to the state championship last year. They were one game away. They lost the state championship, but they are loaded. Kevin Peterson comes back, one of the fastest guys in the state playing football. And at the same time, Jimmy Carter's another guy. You always like saying his name with a bunch of interceptions last year. But he's back. And so Wagner is they got to rely on that number 7 right there. And this guy getting the ball to score and score often and early. And that's what Wagner's got to do to be competitive in 4A. But they're going to be one of the favorites when it comes down to it.
I definitely like it when former presidents play high school football. That's good. Now, neither Wagner or Catoosa has ever won a football state title, so maybe that can happen this year.
Well, 2 3-0 teams facing off here. How about Verdigris and the 7th-ranked Tahlequah Sequoia Indians? Verdigris battling back in the second. Bryce Lindsay. What? You want to make fun of him for having a girl's last name? I think you better think twice about that. I think he pounds some sense into you. Verdigris ties it to 14, ensuing possession for the Indians. Braden Scott pass picked off by linebacker Matt Kagilski. So Verdigris takes over, and it's Lindsay again from a yard out. There's some pay dirt for you. And they go on to win. Does Verdigris over a very quality opponent.
You know, I think Lindsay is a unisexual name. It could be a guy or a girl.
Mostly a girl in my book, Nathan.
All right, I'm going to go with you on that. 5th-ranked Metro Christian taking on Locust Grove. Locust Grove 0-3 for the season, and Patriots looking good here. Andrew Herron to Connor Drake. That's a touchdown, 7-zip Patriots. Later in the first, Metro keeps on passing it. This time Blake Davis makes the catch. 14-0 now. Metro rolling in this one. Still in the first quarter, guys. More points for the Patriots. Herron goes back to Connor Drake here. That is a toss. I like it. Metro Christian cruises to a 52-8 victory.
All right, let's hit up the scoreboard. Cassia Hall, they get a win tonight over Blackwell. Lighthouse Christian, they fall to Berry Hill 37-7. Glenpool over McLeod, and Manford goes to Oolaga, and they fall 42-19.
3-time defending state champ Union, not used to missing out on the first segment of our show, but we'll make it up to the Redskins after the commercial break. The U versus Bixby. Highlights 2.5 minutes away.
Welcome back to Tulsa Tech High School football tonight.
Rolled Booker T last week to remain 5A's #1 team. They were visiting the Thomas Edison Eagles. EC showing off their defensive prowess all night. Quatarius Bagoy brings down Paris Edwards in his own end zone. That's a safety, friends. Cardinals lead 22-0 in the second quarter. Edison, their quarterback Gabe Goza, not finding a solution for all the problems this defense was causing. His pass picked off. That is a correct score. East Central 56-0 over Edison tonight.
Defending state champ Booker T not playing like a defending state champ. The Class 5A powerhouse in the unusual position of starting the season with 3 straight losses, including last week's 17-7 defeat at the hands of East Central. And the Hornets not exactly getting a gimme tonight, hosting a Skytook team full of confidence after 2 straight wins. Week 4 is done. Have a great weekend. We will see you next Friday night.